They are making a difference on 938 Live.
The Singapore International Foundation's Young Social Entrepreneurs Program surfaced many great ideas this year. We've been looking at some of these enterprises on They Are Making a Difference. To close, we talked to Timothy Loh. He's the co-founder of Quartz Initiative.
Quartz Initiative, we are a learning and development company delivering leadership and social advocacy courses to youth. We help them make a difference to society in their own way, and following a customized development roadmap that we help them create.
A customized development roadmap. Bring us through examples or how you even approach that with your youths.
Yeah, so before we actually get to any program, we get them to do up an assessment. So this assessment is somewhat like a pre-assessment where we evaluate what they are like before our programs or before any of the outreach sessions that we're going to do. And then once we've got a good grasp upon who they, or their level of leadership, or their level of social advocacy, then we run them through the development programs. These will be courses that have modules in leadership, design thinking, personality profiling, the works that we all put in together to sort of lump it into our flagship program, which is called Metamorphism. So after this program, we will evaluate them or assess them again, and then this will essentially mark out the areas that they've grown most in and the areas that they need more more enabling.
You're 26 years old, Timothy, which is not that old at all. So why are you, or what do you think has equipped you well to be able to tell people how to lead?
Well, although I'm 26, I come from a training background, so I've been in other training companies before. And believe it or not, this is actually my 9th year of training. And so by profession, I'm a leadership trainer. And one thing that I notice in the youth these days is not that they are apathetic or don't want to help society, is that they are keen on leaving a legacy, but they don't have the tools or the training to do so. And that is why I decided to come out there and use my background as a leadership trainer to help them achieve this goal that they want to get.
Where do you get the passion from? Where did it start?
Well, it really just started in secondary school, I guess. In secondary school, the funny thing was I was never a student leader, but I always felt like there's this urge within me that wanted me to move out and influence people to do what they want to do rather than what conventional education tells us to do. So right after I graduated from secondary school, I joined a training company and sought training from them in order to become a trainer myself.
And what is the most important factor, do you think, in enabling them to be leaders?
I think largely is the mindset. The main problem that we face as trainers when we try to do leadership training for youth is the real first step, which is to get them to believe that they can, or to get them to understand that influence is the core of leadership and everyone is able to achieve that level of influence. But many of them don't see themselves as leaders first and foremost, and secondly, some of them don't want to because of a misconception that leaders have to do more than what's required of them, and that comes across as somewhat like a gift or a curse mentality.
It sounds like your ideals and your direction for Quartz Initiative is actually very strong already. So on what level did the SIF YSE program help shape that?
Well, the YSE, for one, it helped to accelerate our movement towards being sustainable, because the training and development landscape in Singapore is quite competitive. So being a startup, we have to find new and unique ways to be sustainable, and that's what YSE really helped us in. Such as, if I would point out an example, in the trip to Mumbai, there was value in that because we met not just inspiring figures, but also role models in the social entrepreneurship space. So using this experience, we actually pivoted our business offerings and moved ourselves towards not just being sustainable, but also scalable.
In what way? In what way are you going now to be scalable?
So this customized development roadmap that I mentioned, we're actually using this as our main source of income, or our main source of revenue. To get this roadmap requires a consultation, and all this will be lumped together in a package that we actually sell. So we're not necessarily moving, or rather competing with the training business now, but we are moving our business offerings towards being a consultancy, which then packages our training programs together with our technical offerings.
To be able to expand like that, the Business of Quartz initiative, do you think that's going to be able to help people further?
Well, definitely. I think that at the core of it all, everyone wants to be a better person, not just in our own careers, but also in our impact to the society. And going through a program like this, or going through the development course that we set out, it helps a person not just be stronger in their character development, but also in what they hope to impact society with.
So who has made a difference to you, Timothy?
The person who's made a difference to me would be Martin Tan, the founder of Halogen Foundation Singapore, because he trained me in the Leadership Challenge, which is one of the leadership models we deliver to our client. And I personally see him as a mentor to me. As he helps me put many things into perspective as an entrepreneur, as a trainer, and as an enabler of youth.
Timothy Loh, co-founder of Quartz Initiative, that came out of the Singapore International Foundation's Young Social Entrepreneurs Program this year. This has been They Are Making a Difference. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.